Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Hummel. It's a tier 6 German SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Siegfried Line, and it's under the command of talon1958. Yes, he's well enough, he's recovered enough to actually play a game or two, and he sent in a replay. Now, as you can see, he's got the stock gun, which of course Talon knows that the stock gun is actually much more accurate than the top gun. Although it has a shorter range, it actually has a better fire rate, and that means you can get more shells out on the enemy. And he started looking for a target already. Now the trajectory is really good as well. It goes almost, well, it's going up and coming almost straight down on the enemy tank. Not as much as a Conqueror gun coach. You can see though that he is able to fire over some objects like that bunker there. Fires a round in, had a bit of a jiggle on the reticule, but it didn't affect the shell. Now if there was something behind there, he probably splashed it. It's 480 Alpha, 38mm of pin with a standard reload, 25.31 seconds. His reload is slightly better than that. I think about 20 seconds, 20.51. He can hit that Porlac, rounds out. Oh, he didn't get it. Something stopped his shell from reaching the Porlac, and I think it may have been the sign of the castle. You can see the reticule is slightly obscured, so he's going to have another shell. Might need to advance the Zane a little further forward, but he's loaded now. Rounds out. It splashed him. It didn't actually hit him. He needed to be a little further forward. I think he was aiming at the actual part of the battlements there. He's decided to open the range or the angle so he can have another go at that Porlac from a different part of the map. Now he's got a VK3001P over here, and all the Porlac's gone. The UDES 14.5 just got him. He's landed in a tier 8 game with tier 6 tanks in it, and he's tier 6, so he's going to be able to get extra XP for every shot that he fires that hits a higher tier opponent. He's decided to go for the VK3001P. Can't see it, but he's probably still there. He is! Yep, got a direct hit on him. He was definitely going to be querying that, because he's going to be thinking to himself, how did he get a shot on me when nobody could see me? There's none of our tanks were in sight. Now he could hit that Centurion, but he's going to go for the AMX M449 Liberté. Oh! And he hit him, but he didn't do any damage whatsoever. Cheat! Wargaming, you cheated him. Now you can see he's only carrying the HE, not using any of the other shells. Going for the box tank, long range. And he gets a hit for 55. And there's the kill shot, and that goes to the M44. So I think he got some stun assist off that one. We're doing well. We're 3 up on the enemy at the moment, but it looks like that Centurion just moved into cover right next door to the box tank. This is really working well for him. In fact, actually, he could probably move a lot further forward to get shots on the enemy, because the enemy's being pushed back into their own cap, in their own area. Might even try and get a bit closer to the town, because they all seem to be over on the east side of the town. And the closer he is, the more chance he's got of getting a shot over the buildings into the enemy. Right, now he is loaded, so he might as well just go ahead and put one out. There's that Centurion again. Hold it there. Rounds out. Yes! Direct hit. And the enemy Arty comes into sight just as he fired. So he's got a little while to wait to get another shot. But that AMX is now a one shot because in fact he's a splash kill. And he's just changed position. But we don't know where he's gone. So we're going to have to try and aim the next one at the Scorpion, which is the tier 7 American one. With no armor. Easy money this one. Rounds out. Here we go. Oh, big. That's a pen. And a high roll at that. 513. So he's doing a lot of damage. 831 so far. Wants to get a bit more damage though. He's got to try and beat Angelina. She's already put up a 3rd class. Okay, it's going to a position right next door. That'll do here. Park it up, and there's a couple of tanks in the town. A Panther M4 and the AMX M449 Liberté. Well, it's not the Liberté version, it's the plain clothes version. 49, which is the one I would favour as well. Rounds out. Good kill. Oh no, well it hit the top armour and it got killed immediately afterwards by the UDAS 14-5. And there's only 3 enemies left. One is Super Chappy, he just died, and now it's the enemy Arty's turn. And there's one of them. And we're going to have to move a bit closer to get him. It's the Hummel. We're a bit just outside his range, and there's the other, the MX-13 F3. Try and shot anyway, because he's going to die in a second. And yes, that might have been a kill shot, but the game's over, and it's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the 2nd class tank of a talon1958 in the Hummel. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 3 according to this, which is odd, but I suppose it means that he collected some of the critical hits from the previous game. And he also managed to get a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And because it's a 2nd class and Angelina only got a 3rd class, and he got a medal out of it, a Confederate, that means that Talon is in the lead, and Angelina's going to have to up her game if she wants to get the weekend Lion. His win rate for the battle was 1585, so fairly on the low side, but still good. There wasn't a huge amount of damage. I think a few shots that he could have got on target, but like the Porlac tank, I think he was aiming just a bit too short, and it actually went into the battlements instead. So that's why he missed out on some hit points there. But other than that, it was a good game. And let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the UDAS 14-5, who picked up a high caliber and 3,010 hit points of damage. 2nd highest damage went to the Super Pershing, who got 2,664. And the 3rd highest damage in the game actually went to the MX-65 ton with 1,927. The best the enemy could get was their Centurion 5-1, which of course Talon hit, and that got 1,866. Talon got 1,165. Of course, he did get a blind shot in there as well. He also, of course, picked up the Confederate. The VK3001P got a Piscucci, so he got both Artys. And that was all the medals. When it came to kills, the highest scorer was the Super Pershing. He managed 5 kills in that one. 3 kills went to the UDAS 14-5. 2 kills went to the AMX-65 ton, the VK3001P, and the AMX-13 F3AM on the enemy team. Talon didn't get any kills at all, but of course that did actually help him to get the Confederate. And when it came to base XP, he's in the top half of the table. He managed 618, the highest score being the Super Pershing with 1,401, which is the only player to get over 1,000. The UDAS managed 944, and the T52 managed 793. Talon fired 11 rounds in that game. You actually come with 27 when you start with the playing in with the stock gun in the Hummel. You get much more rounds than you do if you fire with the top gun. Of course, it takes longer to load the ones in the Top Gun, and you do get more damage. But the thing is, you just don't get that lovely trajectory that you do get with the stock gun. 6 enemy were hit, the direct hits, and 1 penetration in that game. Yes, that was I think that was the Scorpion. Easily went through his armor. We can just check that to make absolutely certain. Yep, it was that one. 513 hit points from 1 shot, a high roll. He also got 8 splashes in the game as well, 1,165, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 7 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 297 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. He earned 32,339 credits from the game, 50,000 for completing a mission, 82,339 altogether, and after ammunition resupply, and this ammo is cheap, he ended up with 76,784 credits profit. 927 XP times 2 for the first victory, 1,854 experience points altogether. So that's a good game in the Hummel, and it's the sort of, well, that's a very base level late game, I would say, in many ways, that Talon can easily do that. He can get ace tankers if he puts himself to it. And I think what's going to happen now is Angelina's going to pull the boat out, so to speak, or she's really going to go to town on it, and her next game will probably be much, much better. She might even get an ace tanker to nail Talon to that Sunday morning having to get up to chase after Remy. But it's certainly Angelina's got the potential to get an ace tanker anytime she wants, I think. Talon, well, so long as he's using the Hummel, he has to work at it. But I think if they keep swapping their arties around, keep changing different arties, it would actually make it more interesting for them, and it might actually get them an ace tanker far easier. Anyway, hopefully Angelina will be back before the weekend with, or before Sunday morning with another replay. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.